Alright, for today's notes we are going to add fractions, and then next week we'll be looking at subtracting fractions. So we're only going to do one side of this page, and then next week we'll come back and do the other side. So at the top, so when adding fractions, they must have common denominators. Okay, so to do that, we change the numerator and denominator by multiplying by the same number. So we looked at this last week and on yesterday with finding common denominators. So remember, a quick way to do that is to multiply them together. So if I were to multiply 3 times 6, we get 18. So I have a common denominator of 18. Okay, so to do that we ask ourselves, what can I do multiply by 3 to get 18? And we can times that by 6. But to the bottom we're also going to do to the top. So 1 times 6 is 6. So 1/3 gets changed to 6 over 18. Okay, then we have 5, 6 that we're going to change. So again we ask ourselves, what can I multiply 16 by to get 18? So we'll do times 3 to the same thing to the top. So 5 times 3 is 15. So 5, 6 gets changed to 15 over 18. So that's finding common denominators. So the next part, we're going to add the numerators. So numerators are your top numbers. So we have 6 plus 15 is 21. And then we're going to keep the denominators. So we have 18. The last step is to simplify if possible. So when we simplify, it's also talking about we can't have improper numbers. So we have 21 over 18, that is improper. So we're going to change that into a mixed number. To do that, we're going to divide. Remember, 21 goes on the inside, 18 on the outside. Remember, the man goes in, the horse goes out. So 18 goes in 21 one time. Subtract, and we get 3. So here we're going to build our answers. And remember, the number on top is our whole number. Denominator stays the same, which is 18, and that remainder goes on top. Okay, so now we ask ourselves, can we simplify 3 over 18? And we can. We can divide that by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 18 divided by 3 is 6, and then we bring that whole number of 1 in front. We can't forget that. So we get our answer of 1 1/6. Okay, so a lot of steps, and these won't have, that you're going to do on your homework, won't have all these steps, but again, this is kind of the most top example you're going to see of changing it from common denominators to an improper to mixed, and then mixed into a simplified fraction. Okay. So what happens if we have fractions with whole numbers? So first step, must have common denominators for fractional part of number. So again, we multiply 9 times 6, which is 54. So we ask ourselves, 6 times what gives me 54? And that is 9. So 5 times 9 is 45. Now we're going to change 4/9. So 9 times what gives me 54? That'd be 6. So we're going to do 4 times 6, which is 24. Okay, so we're going to rewrite the fractions with our new common denominators. So 3 and 24 over 54 plus 1 and 45 over 54. Okay, so first step, we're going to add our numerators. So we have 24 and 45, which is 69. Then we're going to add our whole numbers. So 3 plus 1 is 4. And again, that denominator stays the same, which is 54. So if the fractional part is an improper fraction, change to a mixed number and add to the whole number. Okay, so we do have that. So we're going to change 54 in 69 over 54 into a mixed number. So to do that, we're going to divide 54 into 69. Goes in there one time, which is 15. So now we can, the last part says to add the whole number. So our whole number of 1 to 4 makes 5. Keep our denominator the same at 54, and then we have 15 on top. And so now we need to, last step is to simplify if possible. So 15 is divisible by 5 and 3. So 5 won't go to 54, but let's try 3. So I'm going to come to this side. So 3 goes into 54 one time. Subtract, we get 2. Bring down our 4. 3 goes into 24 8 times. So we have, so that did work. So we have 5, our whole number, 5 our whole number, 15 divided by 3 is 5. And then 54 divided by 3 is 18. And then that cannot be simplified. So that is our answer, 5 and 5/18. So now we're going to look at our practice page, kind of get more practice in.